Hey guys, good morning. Hope this finds you well. I'm on my way to Virginia Beach for the Virginia Housing Summit. As I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos, really excited this year. iUnit won an innovation grant to build 2 of our new innovation cottages that are going to be very energy efficient. I'm trying to also make them net positive energy homes. I'm trying to still find a proper term to use, but the idea is that the homes are actually producing on a yearly basis more energy than they consume. You know, we're all familiar with net zero, that the house essentially produces as much energy on a yearly basis as it uses. But what we're doing with all the different systems, all the different mechanical systems that we're doing that are very energy efficient, including adding modular, very tight envelope, adding solar on the roof with our partners at GAF Shingles. We're going to be one of the first to have the new solar roof shingles on the homes, and we're excited about that, the feature on these innovation units. That's really the missing link with that. I'm trying to size them so that we can actually produce a little more energy than we're using, and showcase that our house can actually produce more. And if designed properly with the right mechanicals, it can actually produce on a yearly basis. I keep saying yearly basis. That's how we calculate these things on the yearly, because there's days obviously where solar's not as effective, but on a yearly basis, the house will produce a bit more energy than it consumes. And obviously that's something that we got to work through with a local utility company. You know, when you do solar, you know, you have to work with local utility companies, right? On the battery side, on the solar side. So we'll obviously be doing that as well on these units. But these 2 units, these 2 innovation cottages, factory-built cottages, will showcase these technologies that we've been working on with DOE. You know, you guys know, and you guys can Google, and I'll try to post a link down below. For the last several years, we've had a partnership with the Department of Energy around our initiative to build energy efficient, attainable housing, and we have a prototype, one of our modular unit housed at their campus in Golden, Colorado, and they're the ones also helping us design these innovation units and run the calculations, and we're excited to be able to put all that into these units that again are innovation units. I call the race car to our company, where we have to try a lot of different things that would be a lot harder to try in a more production project, a project that we're building, you know, with a bank and with a regular lender, and time is obviously of the essence. We don't have as much time to tinker, and if there's some mechanical system that we like that we don't use, you know, it's a lot harder to adjust it on, you know, 50 units, 100 units than it is on 2. And so again, these being very innovative units, we're able to test all these different systems and showcase and also share the innovation with the rest of the industry. That's always been the goal of the company. You know, all this stuff that we're doing and this partnership with DOE isn't just to benefit us. It's really more importantly to benefit the industry and other builders. And the point of this channel as well is to do that, above and beyond educating people on modular, which obviously is a big part of this channel, because that's where we're stuck at that 4 to 6% of the industry with modular, is just a lack of education. So I want to help bring people up to speed on how to use modular, so it can be, you know, closer to 20-30% of the industry, and it should be. It's got all the makings, and the timing is right, and the way it's built and the quality. It should definitely be at least 20-30% of the industry. To do that, we're going to need more people in the industry to be up to speed on stuff. So education. So these innovations are an extension of that education on the mechanical systems, on how do we build modular, how we all merge it together. I'll be featuring on this channel as well, and using these examples with you guys to take you step by step on how to build modular units. And you know, and through this channel, obviously looking to recruit more like-minded people that want to join us. When I say us, you know, the modular industry, and building more modular units. You know, we need housing. You guys read the press, and it's very much true. There's a shortage of housing units pretty much anywhere around the country. Anywhere around the country somebody wants to live, I can almost guarantee you there's a shortage of housing. And why? You know, shortage of labor. Obviously, entitlements is harder to get than it used to be. That's a part of it as well. But labor, materials, the cost of building had just continued to go up and up. And you know, when I started the company over 10 years ago, and I'm already being in real estate and talking to home builders and seeing the issues they were going through with the lack of labor and the cost of material, and it's only gotten worse over the last 10 years, and it's made our thesis for the company only more true. And so, you know, we want to encourage you, if you have an interest in modular, you know, to stay tuned with the channel, you know, see what we're working on, and I'd love to show you how to do it. And again, as I've said in previous videos, you can do it part-time. You can start, you can keep your full-time job and buy one lot on the side with a small contractor who can help you prep the lot, and then the rest, especially with superior walls that, you know, you've been seeing the videos on, with that in the modular house, 90% of it is built off site, 95%. And so the rest on site is really just site work and connecting the unit, and it's a whole different ball game, even compared to fix and flip. I think I made the argument in some other videos and continue to do so. I think even fix and flip, you got so many moving pieces. You don't know what's behind that wall when you go tearing through it. Here, it's a known thing. You know what you're ordering. You're ordering the same house. You know, we share with you the plans that we use, and so it's a known way to build that is much more predictable and a lot less hands-on than even the fix and flip. And not to even talk about the site build version. If you were to build that house and you were to site frame it and do it, just build everything on site, that's a lot more hands-on, and so you need to dedicate a lot more time. Even when you have a decent contractor on site, you got to be there. But with modular, it allows you to more flexibility. You know, you can do it part-time, and you could do, I think you could do at least 2 to 3 houses a year part-time. You know, and if you're making, you know, at least, you know, 40, 50, 60 even on up per house, that's a decent amount of money, and can eventually replace your salary. It could be your salary, and then you can grow from there and slowly build a company that's building more and more modular units and be part of the solution, right? You can build a company that you can be proud of, that is part of the housing solution that's hugely needed. So I'll try to film some videos. I'm down there at the conference. We have a big booth there where it's going to essentially be an innovation booth. I've invited a lot of our partners. The Department of Energy is going to be there. Champion, Skyline, our manufacturing partner, is going to be there. Friedrich's going to be there. Insel Stud is a company that I think I've done a video here on, or I'll be doing more videos. It's a really cool insulated stud, so an insulated 2x6 essentially that gives you that thermal break. And they're a local company close to us here in Virginia that we're promoting and showcasing their product in one of our cottages. It'll be the first time they put it in a factory in a modular unit that we're really excited on, and to help those guys also showcase their product. That's one thing I love about iUnit and our initiative is not only showcasing these technologies, but also help these companies that have really cool things like an insulated stud that we can show in the innovation and talk about and get other people in the industry using. So as you can tell, I get excited about it. It's just a great ecosystem, and I get to meet all these really interesting and hardworking entrepreneurs that are working on these great technologies, and we get to all put it together in one solution, in one home that hopefully will produce more energy than it consumes. And that's really been my holy grail. As well as a side note that I'll mention in this video and continue to mention is, you know, when I started this company over 10 years ago, you know, when I went to grad school for real estate development, there was an elective on energy efficiency as a summer elective that I took, and I've always been interested in energy efficiency and just building things more efficiently, right, and using less energy. And that class just really got my light bulb going. This was right around the days that I was also thinking about what iUnit looks like, and looking back, that was really, and all the work we've done with the Department of Energy since then, it was really kind of catalyst to get me going. And Michael Green, if you're out there, was the And I'm trying to locate him. He was the professor who did that. What a great last name, right? Green. If you're out there and taught the class, would be great to reconnect with you, because you're a big part of what Ayuda is doing today. So there's that aspect of it as well. Obviously, the housing is a huge opportunity, but also making the housing more energy efficient, right? Because if you can almost cancel out somebody's utility bill, that's 50, 80, 100 bucks. On our homes, obviously less than that, but it's in that range. I say it's probably 50 to 60 bucks on these, to 70 bucks on these cottages, depending on where you're at in the country. That's kind of the footprint there, the fine print. But what a great way to help save people even more money, and having renewable energy to power the house. The house essentially is powering itself on a yearly basis. Still connected to the grid, and I'm still a huge believer in the grid being there to help distribute energy. And that's what it's meant for. It's not meant for storage. It's not meant for production. It's meant for distributing energy, and that's why it should stay. And so when that house is producing more, and let's say you're building that house and it's producing more power, in theory, you could kick that excess power to your neighbor. The utility company could take that power and give it to your neighbor through the transmission lines. And so that's the way I look at it. That's where it gets really exciting. And again, I'll try to do a couple videos when I'm down there here at this conference this week. And appreciate the comments and the feedback. That helps drive the conversation. And appreciate your interest in Modular. Talk to you soon.